More people have been warned they may have to flee. Thousands of pets. Where it is 11 o'clock in the evening, and firefighters continue to battle those wildfires that have devastated huge swathes of the city. The number of people killed has risen to 16, and around a dozen are missing after 5 days of devastating fires. The two biggest blazes in the city remain largely uncontained, and more strong winds are forecast over the coming days. Those two fires have destroyed an area more than twice the size of New York's Manhattan. No cause has yet been established for the fires. Firefighters have made some progress against the worst of the infernos, the Palisades fire, which has scorched nearly 35 square miles and is 11% contained. But it is now menacing Brentwood, one of LA's most exclusive neighborhoods where people like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the basketball star LeBron James have homes. Now, there have been dramatic scenes of aircraft dropping thousands of gallons of fire retardant on the hills and scrub in an attempt to try and put out those blazes. But if the winds do pick up, it will be harder to get those aircraft and helicopters into the air. More than 12,000 homes and other buildings have been destroyed. The second biggest blaze, the Eaton fire, has destroyed more than 20 square miles and was 15% contained. That means they've got barriers around that much of the perimeter. Firefighters have mostly contained two smaller blazes, the Kenneth and Hurst fires. But the National Weather Service warned that the Santa Ana winds that whipped up the fires at the outset would increase again on Saturday night and into Sunday. 7 neighbouring states, the federal government, and Canada and Mexico have sent resources to California. Our first report this hour is from Helena Humphreys in LA.
Still, the fires grow, hungry and unrelenting, as firefighters remain locked in a battle against nature's fury. From the sky, it's an all-out assault to keep the largest of these deadly wildfires in the Pacific Palisades from spreading any further, bombarding the flaming hills with water and fire retardant. Meanwhile, on the ground, the National Guard is out in force. A nighttime curfew is in effect to clamp down on those profiting from the chaos.
A lot of crime, a lot of people trying to steal things, but if you protect yourself and your family, I have to be there to protect my wife, my son, my kids, my mom, and I cannot even go and see them. I've been in the street for 3 days. Luckily, my sister lives down the street, or else I'd end up in the street.
This unprecedented crisis is also bringing out the best in humanity. At a local shelter in Pasadena, volunteers are caring for more than 450 animals, dropped off by evacuees or found wandering amid the destruction. Others who escaped with only the clothes on their backs are desperately searching for the beloved pets they lost in the scramble to get out. Survivors here have lost everything, entire homes reduced to rubble. And with days of winds now forecast, it's a race against time to stop these fires from spreading further. Los Angeles knows it needs all the help it can get. And with a change of administration looming in Washington, local officials say they've yet to hear from the incoming president.
I wrote a letter to President-elect Trump inviting him to engage in wildfire recovery efforts and to visit the county to see the impact firsthand that it has on every socioeconomic individual in this county.
For now, it is all hands on deck. Firefighting crews have arrived from across the United States, with Mexico and Canada sending in battle-tested teams of their own. They know that any pickup in the now notorious Santa Ana winds could wipe out their hard-won progress in an instant. Helena Humphrey, BBC News, Los Angeles.